Hey, brothers and sisters, this is Brother Elihu'S. I saw a post, and a sister said, it had the little black child with the bullseye, with the crosshairs on his head, on his face. And she said that this gotta stop. Well, it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. I told y'all before that the condoned killings of black people will escalate. They're going to escalate because the police are a fraternity, okay? And the fraternity is a brotherhood. And brotherhood has levels. They have degrees, okay? They have a ranking system. And unfortunately, they carry the 7-point star, which is a satanic symbol used in magic. All right? And other ones carry the hexagon. Now, the hexagon has two meanings, a positive and a negative. The hexagon in magic can be used to trap a demon, okay? A hexagon in magic can be used to protect yourself from a demon, okay? So it has a positive effect. And then a hexagon can be used to conjure demons, and like I said, to keep them trapped. All right. A hexagon has nothing to do with David. It was a symbol that was given to Solomon by God Almighty, because God Almighty granted Solomon anything he wanted he could have, and instead of asking for wealth and power and all of that, he asked for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And by getting that, he gained all things. Okay? If you want to check out one of the stories on that, you can check out the Testament of Solomon. All right. It's best to read it. You can Google it and get, PDFs on it, or just, you don't need to get the PDF. You could just pull up, the script on it and read it. But, if you want to hear it in audio, there exists several audios online. The best one is that apocryphal, the white boy called apocryphal 1970 or something like that. His version is the best because it's just the straight up testament with no commentary. All right. But the killings will continue until the morale of the ones inflicting doing the killings is changed. How do you change their morale? You change their motherfucking morale by swift retaliation on every kill that they make. Okay? Swift retaliation. Not 48 hours, not 72 hours, but within the first 24 hours, retaliation, life for life. You have to make being a dirty cop a liability. All right? And not something to be proud of. All right? Because the motherfuckers that's doing it, man, they getting rewarded within the department. They getting rewarded by their constituency, which is the white citizens that they are designed to protect their property, interests, and their lives. Okay? That's the purpose of the police department. Period. To protect white people's lives, interests, and property. And look, I'll add this last part, from niggas. From niggas. Okay? I can't urge you enough. I cannot urge you enough. If I could put my hands on each side of your head, I will squeeze it, look you dead in your eyes, damn near nose to nose, and tell you to every day check out the white prep sites and gun sites. You need to know what time it is at all times. You need a bitch slap awakening, all right? That these motherfuckers are not plane, okay? And you motherfuckers, a lot of you don't want that because you want to stay in a state of denial to justify you going to the salon, buying them new Jordans, buying this new car and all that bullshit. This is the worst time you could ever pick to put yourself in debt, you dumb motherfuckers. And debt is an illusion. Fuck them debts. Straight up. Fuck them debts. Fuck them debts. Just pay cash. Fuck them. Straight up. Fuck them. Shit. That is slavery. Told you that. All money is debt. Whether you got a little, whether the fuck you got a lot, it's debt. Unless you the motherfuckers printing the money. It's the only motherfuckers where money ain't debt. Okay? Back to the killings. Hope ain't gonna make it stop. Them motherfuckers just getting started. Okay? Just getting started. You haven't yet. Man, listen. I'm riding about a month ago, and unfortunately, I was taking this guy. Sorry, I keep yawning. I was taking a friend of mine to one of his social events. To one of his social events and shit. And I couldn't stop, jump out, and film the motherfucker. But we happened to have been riding on the road alongside a railroad track. If you don't know what a FEMA train looks like, the motherfucker is all stainless steel. Okay? They all stainless steel. They bright and new looking. Okay? I ain't talking about them ones that's part stainless and part regular metal and might be like stainless steel and orange and shit like that. I'm talking these motherfuckers are all stainless steel cars, okay? And when you see them, you're going to see a lot of them motherfuckers in a row. This motherfucking train of FEMA cars was like, man, that motherfucker had to been like a mile long, yo, and that's no fucking exaggeration. Okay, cause I'm driving alongside this motherfucker, right? And then for like 5 minutes, the road breaks away from the railroad tracks and picks back up alongside it. Man, that motherfucker was still. I'm trying to catch the motherfucking locomotive from the rear. I come up on the rear of the motherfucker. Alright? Man, I'm driving for like a fucking mile, yo. A mile, and check this shit out. Still never got to the fucking locomotive. How about that shit? The motherfuckers are all stainless steel inside and out. All they have on each side of the car is a long stainless steel bench. The whole interior is stainless. All right? It has poles like on a bus or a subway car for people to stand up to hold on to. But dangling from the poles is motherfucking long cuffs. It's the cuffs at each end, like, you know what I mean? And the chain on the cuffs is like long enough to reach from the pole near the ceiling of the car all the way down to where your goddamn hands would be, probably if you raised it up about this high. And at the end of the chain is a handcuff. Okay? Alright? Dig that shit. This is the same motherfucking tactic they used in Nazi Germany. Okay? All concentration camps was deliberately placed along railroad routes. Okay? Because it was using the railroad trains that they transported the people. Okay? A lot of former Walmarts were purchased from the government. A lot of big warehouses and old, like, big retail stores that went out of business that are near railroad sites, like Kmart's and shit like that, have been turned into goddamn FEMA, what you call them motherfuckers? How you call that shit? Not registration, but can't remember the word. I'm drawing a blank on the word. Processing centers. Processing centers. Alright? Yeah, processing centers, right? Yo, I've had visionary dreams of me being in one, okay? But in the dream, I also escaped, okay? But and I had this dream recurring like 3 times, same dream, alright? And shit be in threes, you know. So I escaped, but I have to jump off a goddamn fucking like overpass, which is like a road going over top of where cars drive underneath the road, and then it's like a fucking in the dream it looked like about a 25-30 foot drop, and I think when I hit the ground on my feet, and I think I break my leg, you know what I mean, and then I wake up. So, you know, that's that, right? But I don't got myself even making it to that shit. I got them motherfuckers killing me way before that. You know what I mean? I got them motherfuckers trying to take me out before the shit really even pop off. Because we far from the pop off point, okay? They ain't ready yet. Alright? They ain't ready yet. But I want you to know these motherfuckers are producing 35 million. I've seen numbers at 35 million a day of bullets, ammo, and then I've seen motherfucking numbers saying 65 million per day are being manufactured and produced. And they saying, where are the bullets going? There was a motherfucker who interviewed one of the munitions manufacturers, and the motherfucking manufacturers claim they don't know where the bullets are going. Motherfucker, you know where the bullets are going because you had to ship the motherfuckers. So that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Any motherfucker that worked in any kind of warehouse know that they got a fucking shipping department. You know what I'm saying? And that the motherfucking production line is based on orders. You know me? We need, you know what I'm saying? 500,000 22 LRs. We need, you know, another 100,000 9mm. We need, you know what I'm saying? They based on orders. And, you know, that's how lines operate. So, you know, just more bullshit. Hidden agendas. What else? Oh, yeah. So, you haven't even seen the FEMA cars, FEMA train. You talking about the killings of police. Man, they got fucking foreign illegal motherfuckers, okay, which are known as mercenaries. And this is the same listen, man, their construct is the same. It don't change. Once they use a certain tactic and it's been tried, tested, and proven to be effective, they stay with that tactic. They use foreign mercenaries. This is your Muslim Brotherhood who kicked Gaddafi's ass and assassinated him and Saddam Hussein, okay? That wasn't no civil war where the people of Iraq killed Saddam or the people of Libya killed Gaddafi. No, it was the people of Libya and the people of Iran fighting against foreign mercenaries who have been paid, given large sums of money, and armed to the teeth with American weapons. If you see the videos, the weapons are all brand new. The Jeeps they using are all brand new. Okay? These are motherfucking mercenaries for hire. They're a group of Arab motherfuckers, and they go around doing whatever they told the fuck to do, and they pay very well for it. Because America owns Afghanistan now. Afghanistan is a U.S. land grab, okay? And their sole purpose is the production of opium for generating funds for programs that the American tax dollars in Congress won't approve. So they use narcotics to fund any kind of agendas that they don't want the public to know, that are hidden agendas, or that the Congress won't pass funding for, because they don't want it to go through Congress on the floor for a vote, because you got placed things like you could turn on CNN and shit like that and watch Yeah, congressional sessions and shit every goddamn day if you want. So they don't want, certain bills and shit and legislation to release funds and shit for certain agendas. They don't even want that shit on the floor of the goddamn Congress. You know what I mean? Or put up for a vote. Or the American people to even be aware of. Their hidden agendas. And they've always used narcotics in the black community to fund these programs. Look at Mena, Arkansas with the Clintons. Look at the motherfucking Rick Ross situation in Oakland. Okay? Where the the Bush administration used narcotics to fund the motherfucking program for giving the Contras weapons. That's where the first idea of using outside mercenary forces to fight on America's behalf as a so-called hidden agenda war was first tried, tested, and proven to be effective. The Iran-Contra situation, okay? That's where that shit first got tested. And it was very effective. And they've kept and used the construct ever since. Okay? And it has continued to be effective. And they are using that same goddamn construct and blueprint here in America for what's considered to be civil urban unrest. Okay? Check out the movies, The Purge 1, The Purge 2. These movies have a hidden meaning in them. The Purge was a 24-hour open window in which it don't blatantly show you that it's about whites going into urban city areas for 24 hours and an 8-hour window to kill who the fuck they want. And then in the first movie, they hint on the shit. In the second movie, they more bolder with the shit. You see government, senators and shit that's heavily armed, pulling up with big ass bread trucks, doors swing open, and they got fucking like goddamn automatic fucking Gatling gun looking shit. You know what I mean? Mowing motherfuckers down. You dig? But that's the purge. Man, this is called implanting ideas or preparing people. You know what I mean? Through subliminal suggestion. Alright? Preparing people for what's to come. Movies are always been a way of lowering apprehension to get you used to an idea that's diabolical. So when they actually do the shit, your apprehension has already been lowered. You say, oh man, that's nothing. I saw that in the movie. But motherfucker, it ain't a movie now. It's your fucking reality. But the shit works. These motherfuckers have spent billions on understanding the motherfucking human mind, man. How to shut down certain recesses of the brain just through suggestion. Suggestion by way of music. Suggestion by way of visuals. Suggestions by way of sound. Sound frequencies to turn a motherfucker on or off at will. Now, you haven't begun to see the goddamn pestilence. Okay? Chemical, biological warfare. Ethnic attacking weapons like AIDS, Ebola, okay? Bird flu, avian flu. Alright? This is all pestilence. Okay? Diseases. Spreading of viruses and shit. Intentionally. In Baltimore, they went around throwing dead birds on the ground at night and shit. Under the guise of night cover. Right? Then they went on a goddamn nationwide news campaign, a crisis-created event. Bird flu hits America. But at night they go around throwing dead birds on the ground. You see? That's crisis creation. Scare the shit out of people. They love scaring the shit out the people, yo. Like I said, it's another formula that's been tried, tested, and proven to be effective. I've been shoving crisis creation down your throats. And it's like you don't listen to me. I know that some of y'all don't like me, but you ain't gotta like me, you dumb motherfuckers. Because it's never about the messenger. If the motherfucker making sense, and Yeshua said when there's no more people like me, then the stones will cry out. So you're going to hear the shit whether you like it or not. They throw the dead birds on the ground. They go on a media campaign creating this, fake ass crisis and shit. Scaring the shit out the people. You know what I mean? They will actually do staged events where they kill and sacrifice people to give the crisis creation more motherfucking effect. 9/11 is another one. All those marathon, the Boston Marathon, Columbine, the Connecticut shit. They don't mind sacrificing their own. Because these motherfuckers have been on a 160-year mission to bring about the New World Order, an imperialist white supremacist dictatorship in which a few motherfuckers have total control of the masses. Okay? And in their literature, like the Protocols of Zion, the Secret Covenant, they tell you how they're going to do this shit. Okay? And they tell you also that the masses are just a ruthless mob, and they're not capable of governing themselves. They are just goyim, cattle. You understand that shit? And it is there, and they feel as though they don't have the divine decree, but the demonic satanic decree that has been demonically decreed by their God, Lucifer, that they shall be the gods of the earth. Okay? Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? This is the declaration that one of the 24 elders yelled out when they were sitting in the presence of the Most High. No, matter of fact, one of the 24 elders cries out, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Okay? And then another one of the elders says, worthy is the Lamb. Tell you, boy, worthy is the Lamb. Man, yo. I used to read that shit, yo, and every time I read it, a tear would come to my heart. Come to my eye, yo, and my heart would weep. Because, yo, I tell you, I bear witness, yo, like I was there before. Like I'm one of the 24 elders, man. And it's like when I see it, it feels like deja vu. Like I remember being there for that. You know what I'm saying? Heavy shit, man. Heavy shit. Because, man, when the question is proposed, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him, what should come to your mind is all the pain that they have given to the world, to humanity, to the sea, to the air, to the earth, okay? To all the creatures of the sea, to all the birds and fowl and beasts that roam the land, and to every nation in which they encounter, okay? Their history is a fulfillment of the statement in 1 Job, in which the Most High, okay, there came a day when the sons of men presented themselves before God, and along with them came Satan. And the Most High says to him, from which thou comest, Satan? And this motherfucker, in his arrogance and pride, same pride and attitude and behavior he had from the beginning, okay, says to him, from walking up and down, north and south, back and forth, east and west, the earth, seeking whom I can devour. Okay? So, everywhere this motherfucker has gone, okay, he is sought to devour. Another text says, I come to seek, kill, and destroy all who I encounter. This is the motherfucker. This is the motherfucker. This is the motherfucker we call the white man. Believe that shit. Take the Bible for a joke. Yeah, they tampered with it. But this is the fucking shit I don't get. This is the book your ancestors wrote, dumbasses. Your ancestors wrote the book. Okay? This was found in the caves of Qumran in Africa, you dumb motherfuckers. And although they fuck with the book, stay with the Old Testament the most. That's the one that's least tampered with. That's the one that tells you how to fight. That's the one that gives you example of wars. That's the one that teaches you the motherfucking nature of man. So as to not be deceived, it says. Praise be to Allah. That's whether you call him Elah or Allah. Both the Aramaic Hebrew and the damn Arabic. It's what it is saying. And it refers to El, the true and living God, the true name of God, El. Okay? And I'll go into that on past lectures. Tell you, man. And then also, you haven't yet seen the goddamn famine. You goddamn, I swear to God. Lord forgive me. Should not swear by God, heaven nor earth. But check it out, man. I keep telling y'all, check out the prepper sites. Check out the white sites. Okay? They use the term SHTF. Shit, I mean, yeah, SHTF. Shit hit the fan. That's their little, slogan. And man, I've been a prepper for 30 years. But unfortunately, through moving and things like that, I've lost a lot of things. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you this. Food and water is something I ain't lacking. I might lack ammo. But that's cool too, because I'm not afraid to engage these motherfuckers with machetes. Goddamn. Yeah, babe, with a bow and arrow and all that shit. Learn how to make your own bows. Learn how to make your own arrowheads. Man, you got to learn some shit. Because your goddamn survival is going to depend on it. And many of you are going to acquiesce. You're going to give in because they're going to starve you out. Listen, history is the best damn teacher. Look at Katrina. Look at what they did. They cut off the supply line for a week. The people began to die, and they start piling the bodies up in the corner. Okay? This is why the lights went out during that damn Super Bowl game in New Orleans when Beyonce, that's holy ground now. Many black lives died in that damn dome. She came out shaking her ass half naked doing a little satanic ritual. That little dizzy ass bitch. What profited a man to sell his soul, to gain the world but lose his soul? Tell you, boy, money ain't never did that shit to me, man. Never. I thank the Lord, man. The only bad part about my life is the years I spent on drugs. Going to prison ain't even the bad part, because in prison I was still studying. But during the years I spent doing drugs, man, which was almost a decade of my life, I could have been way more sharper. Listen, that shit took a lot from me. I'm telling you, a lot from me. A lot from me. I lost a lot from that goddamn 10 years, man. And I vow, I have a personal animosity and vendetta for Satan. Believe that shit. Believe that shit. Because I was one of the Most High's golden boys, y'all. I'm telling you. Man, if you knew me at fucking 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20 to 25. That's when them goddamn drugs came in picture, around 25. Because I'm gonna tell you, because doing the work that I do, it's mentally challenging. It's mentally it can break you. It can break you. Literally. It can really break you, y'all. It can break you. You have to be strong. And where I went wrong is I stopped praying. Prayer keeps you strong. Prayer keeps you focused. Fasting and prayer. Fasting and prayer. I'm telling you, man. See, that's that book. That's that Bible, man. It tells you how to win. It tells you how to win. Listen, the stories in there, the lessons, the morals is the treasure. But you superficial motherfuckers, man, all you want to do is look for anything, okay, to blow something off. To give you an excuse to not mentally labor. Listen to that phrase. Mental labor. Thinking, goddammit. You lazy-minded. Solomon said, how long will ye simple minds love simplicity? Don't want to think. Don't want to think. You want to go have fun. You want to have fun. Okay? But having fun has gotten you in the situation that we're in, man. While we was having fun, while we was partying, while I was using drugs, this motherfucker was still focused. These motherfuckers have been focused since 1776. May the 1st. When the Rothschilds agent Adam Weishaupt declared the start of what's known as the Bavarian faction of the Illuminati, in which these motherfuckers first start putting in motion their plans for world domination. It's known now as a communist holiday, May Day, but there's nothing communist about it. It's everything Illuminist about it. But they hide these things. They hide it in the open. And you niggas love walking around eyes wide shut. You niggas love operating in a state of denial. And then they gave you goddamn sleep phrases, conspiracy theorists, a birther. Everybody know that motherfucker Obama wasn't born in Kenya. His own goddamn grandmother said, wasn't born in America. His own goddamn grandmother said she was there in Kenya when the fuck the white girl had him. His own father didn't even want to fuck with the white broad because she was a whore that just loved fucking black men. And he denied that he was the father of the baby. That's how he ended up with that name Satoro and shit. She pretty much got run the fuck out of Africa because she was there supposedly doing work on behalf of the Council on Foreign Relations. Yeah, that CFR connection. And he's a member, and Michelle Obama is a member of the council. And it was the Council on Foreign Relations that was the Illuminati's first cabal that they implemented here in what's known as the Colombian faction, the United States faction. District of Columbia. Columbia Records, Columbia Pictures, symbol, the all-seeing eye. The eye. Columbine High School. In Baltimore, we got a mall called Columbia in which they did a crisis create event and killed 6 people. Had a lone gunman go in and shoot 6 people. All of these events was to bring about gun control legislation. Crisis created events. Scare the shit out of the people. That's why they target us on the news and report our crimes. But you got to go invest on cable and watch Investigative Discovery and shit to see their heinous ass crimes. chaining motherfuckers up in the basement of their homes and shit, sticking motherfuckers in boxes under their bed, keeping them as slaves and shit. You know, peeling motherfucking skin off with a goddamn knife and a pair of pliers, all that kind of shit. You know, your Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Go on Investigative Discovery, filled with that shit. Go on serial killer shows and shit, filled with that shit. It's motherfucking white people right now that got motherfuckers in their goddamn basement, chained the fuck up as I speak. Children, adults, don't matter. It's how the fuck they are. And the goddamn elites, oh yeah, they the real sickest. That Hollywood crowd, sick as fuck. Bestiality, fucking donkeys and shit. Love fucking dogs, donkeys, and goats. Got one white motherfucker on there married this goddamn horse. Literally. Motherfucker broke in tears talking about he want to have a baby with the fucking horse. Sick shit. They eat feces. They did a little skit based on a true event when Princess Diana got caught fucking with Dodi Fayed. Oh yeah. The Queen, Charles, even the children were present at the dining table. Made her ass put her wedding dress back on. Sitting at the table. Brought her a plate with shit on it. They told her ass to eat. It was the Queen, Charles, the children. They made her own children, the two boys, watch her mother get humiliated because she fucked with an Arab. Oh no. The House of Windsor will not allow such humiliation and shit. Oh no. Who the fuck you think you are, bitch? You was just a common fucking bitch from Wales or some shit. We gave you this royal regency. And you bite the hand that feeds you? They ordered the bitch to eat. She sat there weeping over top of her plate. Charles grabs her fucking head, picks up his spoon, scoops up a nice big hunk of that shit, and starts force feeding this bitch in her mouth. Shoving spoonful after spoonful in her goddamn mouth. And dared her to spit it out. This is how the fuck they get down. In Hollywood, they got a term called shit kebabs. Fucking shit on toothpicks. That these motherfuckers who want to be in so bad, who want to be rich so bad, are taken to parties and shit. In which they got motherfucking servers with silver plates. And they ain't got hors d'oeuvres, but they got shit kebabs on there. Shit on goddamn toothpicks. I mean, like, who's the chef that prepares such shit? You know what I mean? Who made a recipe for making shit kebabs? You know? This is how heinous and diabolical these motherfuckers are, man. Telling you some real shit. The forces of evil and the satanic forces are very real. Paul was a traitor to the black nation, for he did what Yahshua ordered his disciples not to do. Yahshua told his disciples that he trained and taught personally, go only unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Go not into the way of the Gentiles. He never fucked with Gentiles. He avoided them at all costs. In fact, he avoided them so much so that the one motherfucking occasion which a Gentile woman approached him made it in the book. Because it was a rare fucking thing. She pretty much ran up to him on her hands and knees. Because listen, I want you to know this. If we win, no, strike that. When we win, there will be some white people who will be willing to serve us. Know that shit. Know that shit. But we're going to do... No, I got to leave that part out. I got to leave that part out. The motherfuckers will be kicking my fucking door and hit tomorrow. Shit. But read the book. Read the book of Kings and about Saul and the prophet Samuel. And when Samuel told Saul, God said, go in there, kill all the motherfuckers. The men, the women, and the babies, and the livestock. Don't leave alive not even one goddamn goat. Every time that the Most High gave Samuel the prophecy to give to Saul, King Saul, Saul half-assed did the shit. Then finally, okay, when Samuel prophesied to Saul that his kingdom was going to be taken away from him, you know what I mean? Then Saul fell on his knees crying to Samuel and shit, begging them to plead to the Most High, on his behalf, and ask the Most High for one more chance. Because on the last time Samuel told Saul to kill all the motherfuckers, women, children, babies, and the motherfucking and all their livestock, Saul let one of the motherfuckers live, and he's sitting there at the table laughing and drinking wine with the motherfucker. Then outside is one of their motherfucking goats and shit that they get ready to kill, and put on a goddamn roast, and serve him up. Samuel comes and says, what the hell is going on here? Did I not tell you to kill all of them and all of the livestock? What is this man doing here? Oh, well, I thought it would be good just to, this is what Saul is saying. I thought it'd be a good idea if we just kept one of them and, try to give him some little jive-ass logic and reasoning to justify why he didn't follow the orders of the Most High. Needless to say, his kingdom was taken away from him and given to one more worthy by the name of David. And David is said to be a man after God's own heart. He followed his instructions to the motherfucking letter. Believe that shit. Believe that shit. And he is called the Lion of Judah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want you to understand this, brothers and sisters. This is not a game. This is a divine age-old battle between the forces of dark and the forces of light. Know that shit. Because the day that you was created, by divine decree, kun fayakun, be, and you were. And when the Most High blew into your nostrils, and man became a living soul, and ordered all the angels to make obeisance to man, there arose one who rebelled. And he said, no, I shall not make obeisance to him, for I am better than him. And he was cast out of heaven, and he took 1/3 of the angels with him. I want you to understand who God is. God is the Ancient of Days, defender of the throne, from everlasting to everlasting. He has defended his throne in battles and wars against all comers. He has an army of myriads and myriads of seraphim, angels wielding flaming swords, and generals of the angels called archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Sachiel, all carrying the suffix of their creator, El. And they are called B'nai Elohim, B'nai Ha-Elohim, the sons of God. Humans are called the son of man, but they're called the sons of God. the Nah Elohim. Okay? And these archangels are generals. Get the book of Enoch. When the report comes to the Most High, that the angels that they sent down to earth have decided they become attracted to the sons to the women of men, right? And have decided to take them as wives and to have children by them. And when this abomination and forbidden practice caught the ear of the Most High, he sent one, just to tell you how bad an archangel is. The Most High said, where is Michael? Where is Mikael? Where is Mikael? Here I am, Lord. That's how you answer God. Right here, Lord. Here go our Lord. That's how you answer God. You don't answer him like Cain. Am I my brother's keeper? Some bucking shit. See? That's that cracker. That's that cracker. The mark of Cain. The seed of Cain. Cain was one of the children from the angel having sex with Eve. Because then it says, then Eve bare Abel, who resembled Adam. Cain did not resemble Adam. See, this is part of the story that was also kept out the book. See, these motherfuckers try to cover and hide who they really are. That was the whole purpose of tampering with the book. The book was too goddamn revealing. They had to go and take some shit out and throw some bullshit in to hide who the fuck they were. The seed of Cain. Read the book. Read the book. Read the book. Read the first 3 chapters of Genesis. They say the one that fell and had sex with Eve was named Samael. See again, these are fallen angels, but he carried the name of El too because they were once angels that rebelled. Samael. Even the head of all the angels. It's not Lucifer, it's not the head of them. Angels have a ranking system. Demons have a ranking system because they just former angels who fell. As above, so below, on earth as in heaven. And the head of all the angels is not Lucifer. Satan and devil aren't even names of angels or demons. Those are titles. Okay? They go by proper names. Beelzebul, Lucifer Raphael, Baal. But Baal is the head of them motherfuckers. That was his name when he was an angel. Then when he was cast down, his name became Baal. He lost the right to his suffix of El. Because Baal meant the soul of El. Ba and El. That's what it meant. Baal meant the spirit of El. Jezebel means the soul of Baal. Yeah. No. Strike that. It's right. Baal is the soul of El. And because I know that Jezebel means the soul of Baal. So when he got cast out of heaven, he lost the name Baal. And then he became Baal or Bel. B-E-L. And Bel means dragon, serpent. See, today we've been introduced with this new term called reptilian. But back then they didn't use that term as a description for this adversary, this beast, this demon. They used two, dragon and serpent. but it's both the same thing. Same thing. It's describing these motherfuckers who were cast out. I'll give you a brief little description of how I think it looked when this motherfucker was cast down out of heaven and he became fleshly. I imagine seeing him albino white when he hit the earth. And the sun being so scorching hot, he immediately fell to the ground and covered his head up like this. And the sun began to sear his skin. And his skin began to blister and get almost scaly, dark, burnt looking. Just like a fucking reptile. And he hauled ass looking for shelter. He went in the earth. And they have dwelt there ever since. Him and his seed. And he has a seed. A group of us, a whole seed of the motherfucking serpent, dragon, reptilians. Goddamn right. Because the Most High says, and I will put enmity between the serpent seed and the woman seed. And here's the prophetic part about us winning. And it's in there a few times. And the serpent will bruise the woman's seed heel, but we will take his head. That's a prophetic, prophecy of victory. We shall win. In Revelation, it tells you we shall win. These motherfuckers are in the heavens fighting. That's what the Cold War was all about. Another crisis-created event to get the taxpayer, to scare the taxpayers into funding a multi-trillion-dollar war that never was a threat to exist. It was an agreement between two white nations, Russia and America, because they both had got introduced, they both had space programs and had evidence and had been threatened by a common celestial entity that they call aliens. But they're just war angels, archangels. The scripture describes it as this: and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels, but the dragon prevailed not. Again, there's that word. Dragon, reptilian, serpent. And guess what NASA's last 5 shuttles flown up in the space, so-called to, connect with the space station, was called? The shuttle was called a dragon. Man, that Bible's serious. John the Revelator? Serious. Serious. That's a prophet. You fake ass prophets. That's a prophet. Right there. That's a prophet for that ass. It's not a joke or a game. And they called the program the Cold War, the program that the crisis created event known as the Cold War. It was called the Cold War because there was never a threat. It was never hot. There were never no weapons fired on each other. It was never meant to get hot or be hot. When something is cold, it's inactive, it's dormant, it's sitting still. It has not generated any energy, heat, motion. So they tell you that shit right in your face. But only those who have an ear hear what the Spirit of the Lord has given unto man. All praises due to Allah. Thank you, Lord. Hear the words I'm telling you, brother. I don't know nobody else telling you and delivering it the way I'm delivering it to you. But I want you to know It's right and exact and nothing but fact. And when it comes to this truth about you, God, who we are, and what's to come, Brother Eli won't lie. Brother Eli won't lie. Believe that. They called it the Strategic Defense Initiative, the SDI program. They told the American people that the program would be a series of space satellites that was designed to strike down a nuclear missile attack, a surface-to-surface attack from Russia to America, which they don't have a missile that can travel that far. It don't exist. It may exist now, but at least it didn't exist at that time. It probably can now, though. Because before, the missiles at that time, during the Reagan administration, had a limit on how far that they could be shot. That's why they always tried to open up bases closest and closest to the, so-called target area, as close as they can get. I think the closest place that they could strike from Russia was like fucking Alaska, Canada. They couldn't get to DC though. That was too far. Too far. So the only closest places that was, susceptible to attack was like West Canada and fucking Alaska. I don't even think the motherfuckers could have hit Washington State or Oakland. Not at that time anyway. So the Cold War was nothing but a crisis-created event to get Congress and the American people to acquiesce, and the word acquiesce means to go along with, to give into the funding of this SDI program, Star Wars program. The movie Star Wars is an actual and a fact movie. There are many alien races out there, motherfucker. They know it. You just don't know it. And see, like I said earlier in the lecture, they show you this shit in movies to lower your apprehensions. So when a motherfucker comes along and even make a suggestion about aliens, you blow it the fuck off. Oh, that nigga tripping. That nigga watched too many movies. No, motherfucker. No, motherfucker. You just been goddamn mind controlled. Mind fucked. And you just a lazy-minded nigga who won't do no research and instead will grab the first goddamn suggestion that justifies you blowing the shit off. Because the last thing you niggas want to do is think. I have to try to keep my videos as short as possible because of niggas' goddamn low attention span and incapability to fucking sit there and hear information, process information, cross-reference information, make comparative analysis. Everything I'm telling you, this whole video has been just a back-to-back-to-back comparative analysis. Comparing biblical scripture to real-life events. Comparing historical events to reality today. That's called a comparative analysis. I'm analyzing and making comparisons. That's how you find truth. You gather and research as many sources you can get your goddamn hands on. Then you make comparative analysis. This is how study is done. This is how scholars are made. I was taught right by the right people. Praise be to Allah. That's why, my speech is the way it is. Because of the individuals I had the blessing to be around. Coakley, Barshango, Dr. York. I mean, like, personally learning at the feet of these people. Elihu, look up this. Eli, look up this. Eli, find me this. Eli, I need as much information you can find on that. Eli, find me the president, CEO, board of directors who sit on the Tavistock Institute. Back then, you did everything by fucking books, manuals, business directories, foundation directories. Yeah, you sat at a table in a library with a pile of books surrounding you, looking like a damn wall. And you read and read and read and read and read. And that's how you did it. It wasn't no damn stroking no keys. You put goddamn soreness on your ass, sitting on them wooden library chairs. That's what the fuck you did. And you mentally labored. And let me bring this thing back full circle. So, no, this thing ain't gonna stop. It's only gonna escalate and get worse. And the worst is yet to come. There shall be a weeping and gnashing of teeth due to you niggas' lack of preparing and laziness and looking for any kind of justification to blow shit off. And you will not be prepared. And you will be in that mob out there trying to break in damn supermarkets, 7-Elevens, gas stations, and you gonna get your damn head blown the fuck off by the proprietors. History has shown you that. Malcolm X said, of all things to study, history is best to reward all research. Study history. Stay strong, black people. I love you. This is Brother Elihu'S.